Welcome back, YouTube, to my Harvest Moon DS 100% playthrough part 59. Ducks. Ducks. I had one die. Not because I neglected it, even though I did forget to feed them one day. I did not neglect it. It did die of old age, surprisingly enough, so we did lose a duck. Literally the day that I was to turn in a duck for the duck festival. Oh my god, that sucks so much. And I was just sitting there going, oh, please tell me that wasn't the duck that was 4 hearts. Please tell me that wasn't the duck that was 4 hearts. Because if it was, I would have reloaded that until that duck was alive. Granted, I don't know how easily it would have been because of it being of old age. If it's like a trigger, like, this is the day, no matter what, this would happen. I don't know. Thankfully, it wasn't the duck that was 4 hearts. We still have that duck. Gudra's still going strong. Sandy Gast is the one that died of old age. Sadly. But the other bonus that I have about, speaking of ducks, and maybe we'll get 3rd place with this duck, is that I started getting duck egg medium. Like, damn, the ducks finally like me. As they're dying of old age, they finally love me. And that's about my luck. And that's about all the news. Other than that, obviously we made it to the Duck Festival. Gudra, since it was the only one alive, ended up being the one that would go, and it was the one with the 4 hearts. What else? Pushing right along. Oh, we started finally being able to get mushrooms. By the way, the mushrooms, I don't know if the mushrooms will be pluckable in this part. I'm pretty sure it will, because I think it's been like every 3 or 4 days that I could get another mushroom off of the log, but it's not, you grab it from the log and you get a bundle of mushrooms. Apparently, it just keeps regrowing after a little bit. Apparently. I don't know anything past that, but so far I have gotten 18 toadstools. Sorry, the lighting, has changed because now we're back to normal colors until... I don't know if I will do colors for St. Patrick's Day, because that is technically the next kind of... the next kind of holiday. I don't know if I will do something for it. I think I would like to. Granted, one of the colors I already have all the time, so that's not that big of a deal. Oh. So yeah, I might do something for St. Patrick's Day, but I might also do... Sorry. I'm so sorry that you guys are stuck seeing this all the time. I'm just unhappy. I promise you, for some reason, I'm just always unhappy with my lighting. Looks slightly better. We'll go with it. Sorry. I'm never happy. I'm actually kind of glad that I never got into, like, really any serious... I was never... When I did do some class work with... When I did classwork to do movies or shorts or whatever I did when I was in undergraduate college. It's so weird to say that. Undergraduate, because you're not technically a graduate until I think you have a bachelor's, or it's a 4-year college, community college, I don't know. I don't remember the actual terms. But when I was at my 2-year college, which I turned into a 3-year because I really liked the college, took my time, took extra classes. It was fun. It was grand. I loved it. When I did that, I'm so glad when we had to do class projects together of making videos. I was never in charge of the lighting because I promise you, with how I'm doing now, with just this little bit of lighting that I have now, I would never be happy. Oh, look at that. Okay, so they look this big, and I'm able to just grab it. Now, I don't know if there's ever going to be a time where they stop growing, or if they keep regrowing like this, so you can keep grabbing? I'm not sure. I'm just kind of living the dream right now, hoping that I can reach, like, 99 with them or something, or just have them as a backup for when things go wrong. But losing that duck makes me horrifically worry about losing cows. Like, it is to the point where I think what I'll do is that if the cows start dying in here, I will quickly make one pregnant, just so then that way we can have one continually. You know, keep working on having the cows like us a little bit more, because I do wholeheartedly think that if you have them hatched from an egg, have them born from a cow, they like you faster. And I think that's like one of the things that I've been missing on being able to. With being able to do better in the festivals. Although, let's be real, only up until my 5th year did I really start caring about trying to do better in the festivals. And that's because we finally reached the quota of animals sent to the Witch Princess. I guess I do have one other bit of news with the cows. I think they learned their lesson, because I think they realized that they like being milked with the glove. Okay. Milked with the glove more than just being milked outright. Because they pissed me off again with continuously giving me medium milk. I think it went for 2 days straight. And I know I kind of said that it does seem to be more of user error as to why you end up getting medium milk. But they pissed me off. So after I got medium milk, I think almost like the 3rd day in a row. Maybe not the 3rd day. I think it was just the 2nd day. I just took off the glove and milked the rest. So I got a little angry. Thankfully, nobody got to see it. There's no actual proof besides what's in my inventory. And so I think they learned that if they actually want to be milked by the touch glove, they need to be a little nicer to me. I can definitely say that it wasn't anything like how I said I've seen before, where I watched the mouse seem to, like, lose track of the hand in the minigame. It definitely didn't seem like anything of that. I just feel like I was probably playing too many days in a row. It was getting late. Mostly user error, and the cows just hate me. Or maybe they are getting close to aging out as well. Who knows? I will be really sad when I start losing sheep to being aged out. That will suck. Or watch this fear of being aged out not really a problem. Just the duck decided to say, see ya. I don't know yet, but it's, you know, driving me a little crazy. Just a little crazy. So, because obviously I can't check to see how old the duck was now. Year 2. I think the 4th year was about the time that things would start getting too old. Yeah, we're gonna start seeing some of these guys go. Alright, that's year 3. 5. We do have some year 2s in the sheep. Yeah, we're gonna start having problems. We are absolutely gonna start having problems with aged out animals. I fed you yesterday! See, now this pisses me off because I didn't put 3 down for 3 animals. I don't know why this game does it. I put down 2 yesterday. And they didn't fucking eat? That's not my problem. That's literally not my fucking problem that they decided not to eat the 2 feet that was clearly there. Mother. I hate these chickens. I don't think we'll get close to those chickens being aged out. Because those were the chickens that we kept after the whole chicken debacle with the witch princess. So I think those ones are still pretty new in age. I'm pretty sure. So those we shouldn't have any problems with the chickens. We will probably be seeing Sandy Gas dying soon, but the chickens should be fine. It's still so weird not to check my trees in spring. It's freaking weird. We don't need to sit that long because we have the freaking festival. Can't talk to her. Well, I probably should just sit in there for the entire hour. Probably. Then that way I've at least recovered most of my stuff, and then when I go to bed, I can't complain about me not recovering enough naturally. Naturally. That's okay, it's fun dodging back and forth. Because it's either dodging back and forth like this, or just sitting in front of the beach waiting for the festival to start. Actually, the festival starts, like, early. That's right, this isn't a nighttime festival. This is a festival that starts pretty early, so we can skip the day quick. Yes! That's what we like! Since I can't give the witch princess her gifts, it's time to go! Fuck, it is at least 10. Yeah, it's still quick. It is still quick. I have to wait 3 more minutes. Wow. Y'all could have started it a little earlier. Let's go! Will Gudra get 3rd? Yeah, make your guesses now, YouTube. Will Gudra get 3rd? We are getting duck medium and 4 stars, 4 hearts. I feel like that's all good signs for at least 3rd. So we're up against Bull, Rumble. Who's next? Knight. Interesting names, at least. Gudra! You got this. You got this. Okay, so we're not... Well, no, we're not gonna get first. Okay, first is Bull. Knight, 3rd. Oh, for fuck's sake, it wasn't even good enough for 3rd. Gudra got 4th. Gudra still fails. Alright, cool. Moving on. Time for bed after that disappointment. Well, I guess I could at least go see the duck. Could at least go see the duck. I don't remember if it was gonna rain tomorrow. Thanks for the egg. And the other good thing about the duck, Gudra being the one that didn't die, was that Gudra is the one giving us the duck medium egg. I think Sandy Gas may have given us one on the way out, possibly. Or maybe that was still just the egg from Gudra. But yeah, ever since the ducks finally started to raise their heart level with me, it was kind of nice to start seeing more medium eggs. It's gonna be on the left, isn't it? It's gonna be on the left where all the trash is. Yep, there it is. Gotcha. Okay, now we can go to bed. So, we're still gonna be in this part until the cooking festival. Oh, well, you know what? It's not my fault the chickens didn't eat the fucking food! You know, I almost don't even want to fucking heal it, because it pissed me off. But I can't, because those are the 2 special chickens that actually got a name. Because somebody in the comments cared about giving one. Damn it. Please. I didn't okay, well, I didn't water my cabbages yesterday. Forgot. Good thing is that means they'll still get done on day 29. Cool, I'm so glad I forgot to water the cabbages. Go me. At least they're getting watered today. Oh, is it raining again tomorrow? Eh. I don't need to check the weather every day. I only need to check the weather when it's sunny out to see, I swear to God. See if it's sunny out to bring the animals in, or if it'll be sunny 2 days in a row to where the animals can go outside. I am still lazy when it comes to taking my animals outside. That it has to be 2 sunny days in a row, not just 1 sunny day and then rain again. Okay, I'm lazy. It is too much effort, too much time wasting. Let's remove that from there. Oh, I'm still on the... I'm not gonna bother seeing Leia anymore, so sorry, guys. It may be Tuesday, but we're not gonna wait until midnight to talk to her. Too much time. And I want to get days done as quickly as possible so we can get closer and closer to the 5,000 gifts, which I still haven't gotten to, by the way. I definitely would have let you guys know if we did reach the 5,000 gifts while I was playing the game in between recordings. I would have definitely let you guys know if we reached that. I am still on the fence that when I reach the 5,000 gifts, if I will try to make it to where you guys see the 10,000 gift one. I don't know. I'm still really on the fence about that. Because I already suck a lot with the math in general with this game. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just not talk about it. Everybody forget it. Wipe it from their memory. It never happened. It's fine. Might have given too many space. I really can't just do one when I start it, huh? I have to do more than one. And is it always this middle tile set? This middle basement, basement 2, that I end up dropping more than one all the time? I love it. I don't. I hate it. Yeah, I definitely moved everything over one too much, but... it's fine. Oh, but as you guys probably could tell, because I didn't talk about it when I walked away, I did put a duck egg in the incubator, though, to help replace sandy gas. That way we can at least walk away from the animals that we... Walk away from purchasing animals since we have plenty of ways to make more animals on the farm. Even if... I swear to fucking God. Even if that means that, like, I'm barely keeping them alive because I made them pregnant at the time. And maybe I don't make the ones that are about to die pregnant, even though I probably will. Just keep making the same one pregnant and make that one live forever until I fill up the spots that are going to be emptied out because of animals dying of old age. Which, it is super nice to be seeing that message versus anything else. Because, of course, like I said, I did forget to feed my animals one day. And it wasn't yesterday. It wasn't the 17th. The chickens and the animal system is fucking stupid. Stupid. Anyway. I had just... One of the chickens had gotten sick because of me forgetting to feed them. And I just gave them medicine on spring 16. And then spring 17, Takakura comes... I start getting that cutscene of an animal passing. And I was like, oh, no. I was already going through the stages of grief very quickly, being like, no. No, because I fed that animal medicine. It shouldn't have been sick. What is happening? I was so mad. And then come to find out it was just a duck that was dying of old age. I'm like, okay. That's fine, I guess. I guess. But yeah, I was going through it after I just healed the chicken, and Takakura comes walking into my house like, well, an animal died. Again, it was super nice to get that dialogue versus the dialogue of neglect. Because Takakura was like, it's fine, it's okay, this happens. Don't think too lowly on yourself. You took good care of it. Which, technically, I did always take good care of the ducks. I did always take good care of the ducks. And technically the sheep. And technically the sheep. The only ones that did not get taken care of well were chickens and Wingle. Wingle's gonna take that first opportunity to die of old age to get the hell out of here. Guaranteed. He's like, I'm out! Get me out! He's been begging to get out for years. I already milked you! Oh, and I did touch up the feed on both barn and chicken. On both barn and coop. So you guys don't need to worry about yelling at me about forgetting to buy feed for the animals. That has already been taken care of. And on time. And on time. You won't believe me, but it was on time. I said to myself, well, I need to stay up. I need to stay awake a little bit longer so I can do it, and then I did it. I promise. Like I said, I turned a new leaf. It took 50 animals to pass before I turned a new leaf, but I turned a new leaf. Okay. Whee. I just can't believe I forgot to water the frickin' cabbages. Been doing so well. And then I start recording and the cabbages are just out of sight, out of mind. And the worst part is that I talked about the trees. And the cabbages are, like, planted as close to the trees as they could get. I know. Oh, I should start. Well, I don't need to start planting now. I'll need to plan out which things I need for the summer, which I believe was just the pineapple. Well, I know which chicken's sick. Oop, wrong spot. It's the one without an egg. There you go, Totoro. Hey, a piece of shit that doesn't know how to eat. Okay, see? There's 3 feed. If I come here tomorrow and nobody's eating, that ain't my fucking fault. Write it down. There's 3 feed. Everybody's being fed. Everybody should be happy. I shouldn't need to put 4 feed for 3 chickens. Or 4 feed for 2 chickens. I think I did technically save myself by dropping off that extra feed, though. Since I had an extra spot to do, I did save myself from probably having 2 sick chickens, because the one chicken was able to eat 2 of the feed to help replenish the day that it had supposedly missed. It has been nice to put the sprites on the wayside and just forget about them and just enjoy my spring just by myself with the witch princess and medicine. It has been super nice just to enjoy it like that. But yeah, we'll go check on the cabbages, even though it's raining today. I don't need to worry about it, but we'll go check on them. Yeah, they didn't die. But this damn weed needs to go. Screw you. Okay, time for my personal hell. Nobody tell her that, though. I always have fun standing here and giving her so many gifts a day. It's great. I have a good time, and she has a good time, because instead of a library behind her, it's medicine cabinets. Well, actually, on the right, it's not books. It is potion bottles and vials. I am stocking her up for years to come. Yep. I have thrown away 2 gifts. Because I'm just so bad at it. I'm so bad. And it's not because I let her walk through me. I have been pretty good about not letting that happen. It's the fact that apparently I just haven't gotten close enough to her. There were times that I was just a half step too far. So let's hope I don't make that mistake again. And everybody has a good time. And she gets 99 gifts today. And maybe we get the 5,000 gift marker. If there's one. I love that I keep saying if there's one, because I don't know. Yay! I have gotten kind of good at doing the correct pressure with the mouse somehow. I mean, I'm not perfect at it, but I definitely don't fall asleep as much as I used to when I would try to separate the gifts. And I would say that definitely comes with practice. I feel like I was also pretty good about doing it with the stylus. About making sure that I knew what pressure I needed to get it to work. I think I was pretty good about it. Like, it's kind of funny. I think about, as I'm doing it now, even with the mouse, I think my brain is also thinking at the same time of how I would do it with the stylus. Pretty crazy. Memories, muscle memory, all that stuff's great. To a point. You know, if I do change my colors for St. Patrick's Day, it would be pretty interesting because the 2 colors that I would want, I don't know if one of them would work. I actually don't even know if it's an option on my lights. Oh, I think it is. Maybe? Maybe not. Black. I think that's another reason why I've been too scared to try black during Halloween. Because I wasn't sure. Well, one, right now, because I'm not looking at my remote. I don't know if black is even an option on there. And I'm pretty sure black would make it odd to try and properly light myself with the one light that I have. Again, I think if they're in order of things that I would like to upgrade for stream, the Elgato, my capture card, and the lights situation that I have. I mean, now that I have a better camera, it would probably be much easier to... Well, one, this shitty light is suddenly doing amazing. As long as you don't look at any of my Warframe stuff when the screen begins to get too crazy with things on it and everything. Like, I can't help that because it would also happen with Overwatch and Marvel Rivals. There's just too much going on that the bitrate already struggles with the equipment that the mid equipment that I have. Definitely not lower end equipment, but middle middle range. Probably middle range to lower because some of my equipment is old at this point. But all because of AI and their stupid AI centers making everything more expensive than it needed to be. I should have taken advantage as soon as things got cheap in between the stuff that happened with COVID and when they started getting really big on AI. Really should have taken advantage during that time when stuff was actually cheap. I'm not saying they were the cheapest that they could have been, the cheapest that it would have been to buy, but should have taken advantage of it. Didn't. Please. Because, of course, during that time, I decided I didn't want to work as many hours at work anymore. Because fuck working over 40 hours every week. And living out of a suitcase on the weekends. Fuck that shit. Absolutely not. And another random thing. Since I don't really feel like going back to playing, oops, she's moving. Uh-oh. Since I don't really feel like going back to playing Silent Hill F myself, I'm slowly watching somebody else who actually finished the game. And it is slightly frustrating to see them doing a little bit better in the last area that I was having trouble with. But I also know that every person struggles in different areas of video games for a reason, because everybody's brain works differently. Now, that doesn't mean, like, there's still groups of people where their brains work similarly enough to where there's always a group of people that are like, oh yeah, I didn't struggle here, or I never had problems with, like, a big one. Stardew Valley fishing. That is, like, the easiest one to pinpoint. You either get it, and you're good at it. You get it, but you kind of don't care about it. Or you don't get it. And you don't want to do it. So, like, that kind of stuff. How? Like, I was so close! So yeah, that's like the easiest thing to really go about. Now, granted, maybe not everybody will get it because not everybody's played Stardew Valley. But I think that is one of the easiest ways to pinpoint how people's brains and abilities to play games can differ with one certain aspect in a game. Which is why some people either have a good time playing tank, DPS, or support in the team-based PvPs. And all that stuff. Like, there's just reasons. And the main reason is just because of how somebody's brain works. Oh, like, and another one that I came across with talking about just yesterday was riddles. There are, the riddles that actually make you think out the box for the answer. There's the riddles that it's how you say it makes you understand how to solve the riddle. Or it's a spelling play on the riddle, to where you actually need to, like, see it written out in front of you to fully understand the answer or to solve the riddle. All that stuff is just so different. It's amazing. Brains are amazing, but the whole human body still sucks. Only because it's very difficult to take care of. Super difficult to take care of. And then if you get, like... And then if you get that shitty roll on body, you could have a hard time. A harder time of taking care of your body than others. Whee! Anybody else excited for Resident Evil Requiem? My friend, who has never been one for horror games, and even though they would have liked to have played some of the Resident Evil games prior, like some of the prior Resident Evil games, might actually cave in to buy Resident Evil Requiem. Which will be fun. I would love it. I mean, again, I know my games that I've bought and played for Resident Evil have been very Leon-based. Leon-biased. But I do really like the games that he's in. I'm not gonna play Okay, let me just put this out there. I'm not gonna play Resident Evil 6. Now, I may seem heavily biased when I talk about it, but what I've seen with one person replaying it once or twice now, maybe he's up to 3 times now, and I do mean replaying, as in, like, you know, played it once, and then replayed it 2 more times with friends. It does not seem enjoyable to play. And I'm gonna be honest too, never really paid attention to the story, so I don't even know how the story holds up to the rest of the Resident Evil franchise. So that doesn't help. But, I mean, I know I shouldn't just base it off of one person's like, but the people, because it's also a co-op game, the people that he's played with have also not enjoyed it. Oh. I just don't feel like wasting my money on a game that I most likely won't like. Now, obviously, I didn't super waste my money on Silent Hill F. I did think that I would enjoy it, because the story seemed pretty cool, and I like the setting. I'm always a sucker for Asian settings. Just part of me being a weeb. But I did not... The combat was just too much. The combat was definitely just too much for me to continue enjoying it. I also wasn't super good at the puzzles in the game. I was definitely struggling with the puzzles, but the combat killed me. But, you know, I didn't know that I wasn't gonna dislike... I didn't know that I would dislike it, or I had an inkling that I would dislike it if I bought it. Jesus. So yeah, that's fine. Sometimes that happens with games, you know? It just happens. And it's okay. All of them can't be winners. Like, technically, my attitude toward Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar did change the more that I played it. I'm not saying I hate the game. There is still a lot of potential with being able to play that game for longer than I've played other Harvest Moon games, like actually get farther in the years without pulling teeth. I say as I'm in year 6 right now in this one, but I don't think it would be that difficult. I just think because I was also playing it while content creating it at the same time, I couldn't keep playing it, and I think that did technically change my mindset on it, which sucks, but it does happen, because I wanted to see the kid, I wanted to progress the kid's story so bad, but then it takes a whole year of in-game time, and we all know that that game is longer than A Wonderful Life for gameplay time, which is insane. Because again, A Wonderful Life is already slow and takes a bit to get through and has a lot of chapters. But at least with the slow gameplay, it's only 10 days per season. Which obviously, with how Grand Bazaar works, you couldn't get away with just 10 days per season. Cool, there's 2 cows here, isn't there? So yeah, I would still say... Oh, thank God there's not. Grand Bazaar is a good and fun game. But if you're looking to quickly move the story or grow your family, or looking to do anything quick, there is no real feasible way of doing it if you actively want to play every day. You have to choose to either play every day or just let it, or skip days. Like how a lot of people would normally skip winter in some of these older games just by waking up, going to bed, waking up, going to bed. So then that way they can get back to a season that they can actually grow crops. Which, honestly, since I don't need to make money anymore, I could technically do that in Grand Bazaar. Just quickly wake up, go to bed, wake up, go to bed. Because I don't need to worry about selling stuff at the bazaar anymore. I've bought all the upgrades that I believe you can have at this point. The only thing that I'd be missing out is doing friend requests. Like, if I just spent doing friend requests and grinding out the materials that I needed to upgrade things, which is long in of itself anyway. Yeah, because see, if I just did that, instead of caring about selling things at the bazaar or going to the bazaar, I could probably save a lot of my time. I probably could. Save a hell of a lot of my time. Oh. Okay, so we're at 82. Hold on, we're close to passing out, so now I gotta focus on my stamina. Oh my god, just cut the sheep. Not the sheep, the wool. Okay, 82, 84. We haven't been able to start collecting 2 wool with our shears yet, so we haven't upgraded it. So we're not 2/3 of the way yet to completing the sprite. 86. Did I even brush these guys? I think I did. I honestly don't know if I did. Please. Maybe I did. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna assume that I did because I did already talk to them. I'm just gonna assume and move on. We're watching our stamina usage. Now I don't need to talk it out. Probably didn't even need to do it before. Because I love when I decide that I want to just try to count it out. When I don't need to do that if I always have this bracelet on me. There's no reason to count it out. I just need to slap that puppy on and I'll know. Oh, wow, would you look at it? Everybody ate something. So it must be tied to the fact that even though I don't have that chicken in my barn, the animals still treat it as there's not enough feed if I feed less than how many live in it on a normal day. I guess. I think I technically figured that out the last time that I had, I think when I did the cows, the cow festival. I think that's when I first figured it out, but I wanted to try it out again. Oh no. I'm sorry, guys. There's probably been double audio. I'm so sorry. Not double audio on me, but double audio on the game. My bad. Hopefully it hasn't been super noticeable. Sorry. 44 minutes in, only seeing it now. So damn thirsty. Alright. To the witch princess. Which it sounds like I'm, like, sighing or I'm tired of coming to see her, but that's not it. I'm tired of giving gifts. I'm tired of standing here, hearing this dialogue, this rushed dialogue every day, and having to dodge around her when she wants to switch sides to her house. She doesn't even go from her books to her potions. She goes from books to books. You think that she would at least go from book to potions? Or vials, because I don't know if it's actually potions, or if it's vials for ingredients. I feel like it should at least do that, because then she would kind of be going along the, okay. It would be kind of more following along the story of her being a witch, because then, you know, she's looking, planning, and then she would eventually, I would say, move to her cauldron, but I get why that might be too much pathing for the game. Because remember, guys, this game barely got ported in a playable manner. The European version is the closest to the Japanese version, and then the North American version is just a mess. Just a mess. Please! Oh my god, I just remembered something else that I can do in Warframe. You're thoughtful. You're thoughtful. You know, the only reason why I wouldn't really like to give a... Like, I'm glad that I'm getting the toadstools now to give to her, even though it's not necessary. I am grateful in a... Oh, my God. I don't really want to give them to her as 99 gifts because I do like the less dialogue that's said with her liked gifts versus her loved gifts. It's so much nicer. It's faster. Since I can't speed up the ROM, it's nice. I'm doing bad on everything. I'm taking so long to get the gifts ready. Everything's just a little slow today. Must be one of those days. It's okay. Everybody is allowed a bad day. Nobody wants to have bad days, depending on, like, what the bad day has decided to focus on to make bad. Some bad days are not good to have. But you can't have good days all the time. Which I guess is a pretty positive way to think about it. They don't happen all the time, but of course, sometimes the bad days are really, really bad. It is what it is. My two favorite things that I like to say to some people who annoyingly continue to think about things or continue to let it bother them. My two favorite things to say to that. First, being, let it go. Let it go. Because there is way too many things to hold on to and stress about and worry about and argue about and fret over. That's not worth your time. Not worth your time. And I swear I'm having to help teach that to the kids on my bus. They drive me nuts about it, too. Because they argue over the stupidest shit some days. And I'm just like, are you serious? This ain't worth nobody's time. I promise you. This argument will mean nothing in 5 minutes if you just let it go. It will mean nothing. The one that I keep using as an example, because it was really just one of those things that I'm like, are we seriously fighting over this? Are we seriously arguing over this? And this is the battle that you want to die? This is the battle and hill you want to die on? Like, really? Oh, well, my parent can't punish, or your parent can't punish me. It doesn't work like that. They were actually arguing over if the parent of the other kid could punish them. Oh my god. Yes, parents will have different rules per their kids. That will happen no matter what. But because another kid breaks a rule that your parent doesn't like, doesn't mean that they can punish them. Now, if they were, like, at your house, spending a night at your house, and then they did it, yeah, they could get upset about it, try to state that they didn't like that, and whatever. So technically, in a way, that's punishing. But the parent can't, like, ground them from stuff at their house unless they bring it up to the kid's parent, and the parent agrees that, yeah, they shouldn't have done that. What were they doing? But there's but yeah, it was just stupid. It's just so stupid. It's not energy worth wasting on. And most of the time that I'm with this group of kids that I'm talking about, I only see them in the morning. And it's like, y'all are 10 minutes from school and you already want to waste your energy of the day on this? On this? Use your energy on recess or something. What are we doing? Like, kids don't have an endless abundance of energy. Yes, I use 2 very conflicting words to explain that. Quiet. So, yeah, my main thing about it all is, like, pick your battles, pick the things you actually want to continue to fester over, because, trust me, majority of the time, it ain't worth it. Now, if it is something that's actually kind of bad, then that's more of, like, you can't forgive that person for that action, or for that action. Yeah, I think action works across the board. You can't forgive that person, and that's fine. I agree with the sentiment that you don't have to forgive everyone for anything. You don't have to. That is of your own volition, your own choice. And nobody should feel like that they can force you to forgive somebody that did something in your eyes that is unforgivable. You get to choose if and when they ever get forgiven. Nobody else can convince you otherwise. Hold your ground until you are ready for it, if you're ever ready for it. Never do it because somebody else did it, because somebody else pressured you into it. That'll never make you feel better. Never. Why are all these videos becoming so existential? Not really existential, probably, but I feel like I'm going on tangents that you probably go to therapy for, and I ain't a therapist. I ain't no therapist. I'm just somebody with a loud mouth and nothing else to talk about, as I'm standing here giving Witch Princess 99 medicines. I need something to talk about. She's boring. She keeps saying the same stuff over and over. Man, I hope I didn't forget to do anything. Oh, new duck! Oh, shit, new duck. Uh-oh. Well, let's just, I guess, pull up that Pokemon generator. Random Pokemon generator. Generate 1. All regions, types, and everything. Generate. Burmy. The sandy version, but we'll just do Burmy. I'm pretty sure we've had a Burmy before, but at this point, with how many animals we've seen come and go on this farm, I don't care. I don't care. 12 getting strong. Alright, we got 4 ducks. 4 ducks? 2 ducks. I can count. Oh man. Shit! Well, there goes the cat. The Gourmet Cooking Festival's tomorrow at 10 a.m. I didn't even think that it was this quick. For some reason, I thought that it would be like on the 24th. Well, see ya, cat. There's the cat. I love the cat that the cat walked on screen while I still had my hands above my head holding it. Okay, so tomorrow is the cooking festival. Didn't realize we were moving along that quickly or got that close. What else is left in this season after that? Nothing, which is grand. Oh, my nose. Okay, now I need to not forget to water my cabbages. Okay. I need to not forget to water my cabbages, because if I forget 2 more days, I will not be able to grow my cabbages before the end of the season. And that's not good, because I didn't save any of them. I didn't save any of them. And I also thought that... Wait, I think I saved 4 seeds of everything? Yeah, because I wanted them to get up to at least rank 5, I believe. So I think I did save 4 of the ones that I have at level 4. Outside of the tomatoes. Tomatoes are, you know, tomatoes. I love the fact that I still remember that the tomatoes are level 5. That is amazing. In all hindsight, I feel like I should have forgotten that by now, so it's kind of nice that I didn't. Okay, so we show up to figure out what we need to cook at 10. And then afternoon, we show up for the festival. I love that I did get rid of the possibility of wasting stamina on brushing the yams, but I sure haven't gotten rid of the possibility of throwing them out. I can only not throw them out when I'm not recording. That's the only time I don't throw any yams out. And I don't know if it's because I'm actually thinking about it a little bit more, I'm taking my time. Not saying I'm rushing these videos. I love talking to you guys about existential therapy things. I love it. You may not, but I love it. Sorry, I'm still just wishing that this was done. Again, my biggest piece of advice. Pick the thing you want to grow out as early as you can and go ham. Because it's gonna take way too long to get to 100,000. Even in the state that I'm in right now. Oh, and remember that the sprites do not take care of anything in your basement. The sprites are not allowed inside your house. Remember that. They're not allowed inside my house, but I'm allowed inside their house. Granted, at least I'm not allowed into their personal quarters, so that's nice, but... yeah, they're not allowed inside your house, so... what you put in here, if it's gonna bother you not being able to pick up some of the crops, if you just did it like, you know, a yam in every spot, if that's not gonna bother you, go ham. If it is gonna bother you, sorry. There ain't nobody to help you with that. Well, at least I did pick up and put down my cat before I walked outside, so then that way I could get the proper love affection for the day. At least I did do that right. I was like, I'm missing a sheep. Nope, it was just one right by the door. And I've already gotten them. We're good. We're good. Onward and upward. of the day. Stop. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't kept track. We picked it on the day that I started recording, which was the 18th. So maybe it's like every 4 days that you get one? And I don't even know at this point if I need to continue watering. I probably do need to continue watering for it to regrow, because it would act exactly like every other regrowable plant on the farm. Of course, I would need to water it in order for it to grow. Stop being lazy, me! Jesus. Pet the cow, pet the cow, pet the cow, pet the cow. Maybe they're also being kind to me and giving me milk because they know they're about to die. I'm looking at you, Wingle. And I know this is you. Because I remember seeing the name Wingle when I pet you. Or when I talk to you. Are you gonna die soon? Are you finally gonna get to the other side that you've been desperately hoping for? It is still so funny to me that the only reason why Wingle is still alive is because it decided to live when the weather decided to stop being stormy the next day. That is the only reason why Wingle's still here. Wingle's a strong one. Or maybe the reason why Wingle didn't want to go is because they realized the potential of staying alive and bothering me. That could be the real reason. Oh, Wingle. We still love you. You know, I am curious if there's ever been anybody who reached the 100,000 products by doing animal ones. I wonder if there's somebody who's done that. Because if you really wanted to consider the least amount of... If you want to go about the least amount of... Oh god, what is the word? I can't think of the word. If you wanted to figure out... If you wanted to use the animal that was the least amount of... time? I know that ain't it! Okay, great. Can't pick up the chicken. Hello. Why do you look like... Okay. I was like, why do you look like that? It's fine. The duck's fine. It just looks weird when laying down. To be fair, we haven't had a baby duck. So... that's completely fair, but it's still crazy. Okay. What is the word? The least amount... Okay, I'll just go by. If you wanted to do the animal products that took the less amount of time or work might be it, the least amount of work to actually get the 100,000, it'd probably be eggs, right? Chicken eggs or duck eggs? No, chicken, because at least they're every day. Uh-oh, I went to the wrong place. And, sorry guys, but I'm gonna need to take a quick break. Don't worry about why. Okay, I'm back. Obviously, it was like nothing for you guys, but I'm back. It's fine. Just human bodies. The thing that I think I complain about every stream now, or every recording I complain about it. Human bodies. It's a lot to take care of them. It's a lot. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna go water the cabbages because I'm not forgetting about them. Technically, I could probably have the sprites help me out. But I also feel like I don't want to waste the money and resources on something as simple as one plot of crops. I feel like that's not entirely worth the time, so... yeah. It's fine. We'll get through it. Together. I like how I opened up a slot down here, which now makes this not as easy on my eyes. Doesn't look as nice. I am obviously keeping the duck medium eggs in between weeks because I want to get up to 10 so I can put them in the fridge and then I'll start selling the duck medium eggs. It would be kind of nice if we could reach duck large before Gudra passes on, but I don't know if we're gonna get that lucky. I'm also super glad that I have a lot of eggs left over. Or a lot of duck eggs left over, small ones, so then that way I can use those to hatch the new ones when the time comes. That's nice. It is still insane to think that I have reached the point where animals will start dying of old age. Oh, my bad. I also think the older games are the only ones where animals can die of old age. I mean, I'm kind of glad that they have that mechanic in, because then it forces people to get new animals and start over, versus them having animals that live forever. Because the system in Grand Bazaar of being able to sell... maybe it's not just the regular animals that I'm thinking about, maybe it's only for the pets. But you're able to sell them. Or the pets, you know, not like sell them to where they're gone forever, but send them off to, like, rehome them, I think is how she puts it. So I think it is really just about the pets. And the other animals you probably just absolutely just sell straight out, and you never know where they go. But not that you'd know where the pets go when you rehome them. They're still gone for good and never coming back, but... it is nice to be able to start over, rename, and everything to where you're not just relying on the one time that you had animals and calling it good. I think it's the same thing with Wonderful Life, too. Like, if you always kept that first cow that Takakura gives you, then that cow's with you till the end of the game, unless you get rid of it or you neglect it. Which, I don't run into a lot of people that get rid of that cow. Actually, I'm gonna rephrase that. I don't think I know of anybody who has ever gotten rid of that free cow. I don't think there's anybody. But, if you are somebody who got rid of the free cow at the beginning of A Wonderful Life, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm not gonna think bad of you, and nobody should think bad of you either. If you're somebody who wants to have the full collection of animals, or just only have the most expensive giving product animals to continue getting money, that's fine. Okay, like, that's part of the game. You play it how you want to play it. That is the main thing that I keep pushing with specific people that come into the community, and they keep, like, begging me for advice on what to do, or always asking me, what should I do with all this stuff? And I'm like, I don't care what you do. You play the game how you want to play it. It don't matter. Everybody has their own ways of playing games, their own kind of wants. and goals to do in games, especially with farming sims that give you 5,000 different choices of what to do and what to focus on. You do you. Don't worry about doing what other people do or how other people min-max or watching them save things, which I know technically some of the things that if you were to save would help you later on with quests or making things, whatever it be, it's fine. But if you want to do that, then sure. If you don't want to do that, that's not your fault. That's nothing bad. Not your fault, haha. It's nothing bad. It's not a directly linear game to where everybody has to make the same choices, do the same things. It's very open-ended. You do what you want. Have fun with it. Because, let me tell you, I know by visiting the forum a little bit on rechecking on how the Witch Princess works in the gifts and everything, and having to re-find out the information about the black cat the cat not working as a gift in the European version. Going through all of that, I found way more people than I thought would be willing to do the Witch Princess bullshit. And I know that there's somebody who has married Kaya. Kira, not Kaya. Kaya's in Warframe. Who has married Kira, the one that you can only give gifts to in the mine. That's a lot of work that I would never do. Kudos to the one person that I know for sure that married Kira. And then, obviously, the Leia is a lot easier than I ever thought. And will always still be a surprise to me that I never married her yet. I think it's just because I really like the Witch Princess. And when I couldn't figure out how to get the Witch Princess to like me, or I got so disappointed in the fact that I thought I couldn't marry the Witch Princess, that I just, said, fuck it, I don't care anymore about who I marry. I cannot believe I never thought about the mermaid. Boggles my mind. So if we had to put down this is my list too, because people would probably say Kira is still easiest compared to the Witch Princess or the Harvest Goddess. If I had to make my own list of who's for the special candidates on who's the easiest to marry, I would say Leia, Witch Princess, Kira, and then the Harvest Goddess. The only reason why I don't put Kira below the Harvest Goddess, because I hate the mines. I really, really hate the mines, is because the Witch Princess the Harvest Goddess asks you to go into the mine as well. And you have to get everything in the game, have everything filled out, 100% everything in the game. That's obviously not what I'm doing here. I'm 100%ing the idea of having all the sprites. That's what I'm 100%ing. That is what I'm doing. Okay, just as a quick reminder. That's it. You son of a bitch. Who? Who's weak? Fucking Gudra. Gudra lasted long enough to see the duck hatch. And then bounce. Alright, Gudra. It wasn't that it was sick, it just got old and was called to heaven is all. It can't be helped. They have shorter lives than us. You took good care of it until the very end. I did! I know it's rough, but don't let it get you too down. Well, shit! We're starting over. Starting over with all our ducks. And today is a festival day. Is this a duck? No. Where's the duck eggs? There's the duck eggs. Okay, wood. Wood. I need to make sure, though, that if whatever I need to cook today, I don't accidentally use the duck. No, I'll be planting. I'll be putting the duck egg into the incubator before I go to the beach, so we're fine. Would be funny if I accidentally used a duck egg for a recipe. I don't know if using a duck egg is necessary in any of the recipes. You could probably replace a duck egg for a chicken egg if you really needed to. That's probably it. I don't know, though. Oh, we're so tired. Okay, let's go win this cooking festival again. Making everybody hate me. Is it raining tomorrow? Since it's not a festival? Yeah, okay. Guys, remember, yell at me in the comments. I must put the animals away. The animals must go back inside. It is raining tomorrow. God, it sucks actually having these animals pass away now. It sucks! But like I said, I think I do actually like that mechanic being in this game. Yes, it does suck. Especially when it's gonna hit my sheep, because like I said, we do have a barn of sheep that is in year 2. From year 2, and then the rest of them are from year 3, so we technically have 1 more year for get out of here, Charizard. So we still have a year before the bulk of the sheep will go, but it still sucks thinking that we're gonna be losing sheep soon. And I just remembered that the 4 sheep that have been here since year 2, they're split between 2 barns. 3 in 1, 1 in 1. That's not gonna be... it's not gonna be fun. But it might be a little bit easier to get them switched around. Or get them back in a barn altogether. It might be easier. Yeah, depending on how they go, of course. Or I could just look at who's in from year 2. And then move them now. No, because everybody's sheared in a different way. I'll worry about it until later. I'll just weirdly have 1 sheep in the 1 barn that'll die early, and then the other 3 will die later. Well, I think other than milking the cows, I'm not super hating the minigame right now. I think I finally gave myself enough of a break from doing all of the minigames with the touch glove. I think I've finally gotten enough of a break from it. Or maybe because I'm starting to sing to the music now. Either way, I don't hate the minigame as much. But who knows how my brain works exactly. Hey! Okay, so it takes 4 days to regrow. And they're still just sitting here regrowing strong. I forgot to grab that. Thank you. What is it? We used 6. And right now, we've gotten like 4 times the amount for what we put in. 5 times the amount for what we put in. That's pretty good odds. That's pretty good. Shut up. Wingle, are you offering yourself up to be the one that gets pregnant when one of the cows die? Are you offering yourself to be the one that stays alive forever, refilling the barn? I forgot to pay attention when we were shearing the wool if we were getting 2 times yet. I would say I can still specifically go after Wingle, but I don't think I can! Do you see what I mean? Consistently doing it right, and then suddenly they fuck off. Like, what the fuck am I doing wrong at this point? Sorry. I don't think I can ever get... Okay. I can ever get over the anger of milking these damn cows. I don't think I actually can. Maybe we could just let the cows go. Who needs cows? Who needs milk? I do, technically. Now, honestly, if I saved all these 57 milk instead of selling it, I would never need cows again because I cook. I very limitedly cook things now. But I think I would still like to have a barn of cows. I do really like being able to have all the animals on my farm. I do like that. Whoops, too far. Okay, we have more sheep to shear, which is perfect. Let's pay attention and see if we get 2 times the wool. All right. We're just a little tired. Damn it, Skeledirge. Don't you dare come this way. Okay, let's see. Do we get 2? Are we 2/3 of the way to the wool? It might even be closer than 2/3, but we'll see. Can we get 2? Oh my god, we are getting 2. Holy shit. Oh my god. We're getting close. We're getting close. I might actually look at the number of how many we've sold. Which again, does not show the exact number of where we're at for reaching the 700 wool sheared with the clippers or the touch glove. We're not, like, that won't show an accurate number because we have given some away, we have turned some of them into yarn and shipped some of the yarn, so it won't be an accurate number, but it would give us a very good estimate. And now that we're getting 2 with each one, I think that does technically count as 2. I think it does. Man, I was about to say, wouldn't it be great if we actually got the 700 with the sheep here? Wouldn't it be great? Nah, just the 2 wool. Just the 2 wool is all we achieve here. I'm not about to pass out, right? Perfect. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's do the check real quick. See, we're at level 1, and it was about halfway, I think it was, or a quarter of the way with the milk reaching up to level 2 when we got it. Shipping. Shipping. Don't look at the yams! Don't cheat! That's not what we're here for. Oh, we're like... I would say we're like... 110 away. 110. I do not think I will get that sprite in between recording sessions, but we are going to be seeing it soon. Don't ask me why I did that. Don't ask me. Hey, new duck coming. Maybe I should plan ahead on which duck Pokemon I should name the duck after. That way you guys know. Let's see. Who's it gonna be? Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan. The best way that I could put Hitmonchan in the name box, obviously, but Hitmonchan's gonna be the next one. I can't forget to water my cabbages. Why my cabbages are not at the forefront of my brain when I am here to literally try to get my crops up to where they should be. No idea. 9 o'clock, water, find out what we're cooking. I don't have that page pulled up. Holy crap. Hold on. I got this. I got this. Cooking. No, not cooking. Festivals. Spring. There we go. Got the suggested recipes. Now, I don't know if I want to cook the exact same thing that I cooked last time, or if I just want to do one of the other ones, because I think with the list that I have, it is technically all the recipes that you can win with. At the time, I just picked the one that gave the best results, is why I had them. I don't want to keep these in my pocket. I have not enough space. Okay, let's see what we got. We'll be cooking, man. The requirement is to cook with using oh, we still have the no utensils. Okay, no utensils. No utensils. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, I also need to, look at it. Not that way. Oh my god! I'm having problems. Okay, list of all recipes, cooking without no utensils. Okay, salad is 25. Sandwich is 45. That's better. Fruit sandwich. 45. Matsutake rice. That sounds good. Matsutake rice balls, 61. Okay. Shiitake rice. Why don't I see that? Did I look at the right... I'm gonna assume it's mushroom rice, because that's shiitake and rice balls. 61. Chirashi sushi. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's 51. Okay, we don't need to worry about that one. That's 51. Ice cream. Ooh, Ely leaves might win it, actually. 30-20. Oh, no, wait, isn't it better for the fatigue up? Uh-oh. 150. It's gonna be Ely grass. Do I still have the Ely grass that I made, or do I need to remake it? Flax tea leaves. I think I used the Ely leaves. I did not. I did not. Okay, good. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. That works for me. Okay. Ely leaves it is. I think it does matter on the fatigue, right? I need to look. Just says suggested recipes. I think it is, honestly. It doesn't really matter which one it is. It's just as long as you're using one of those recipes, I think you're in the clear. And the Ely leaves that I made for the Witch Princess thing is going to be what saves us. go. I talked to you, right? Can't save now. Why can't I ever remember? Hey, Nick, did you bring a dish to enter? Yes. Alright, let's put it on the table. Mr. Gourmet will judge which dish is the best. I wonder who will win this year. Are you ready to start the judging? Yep. Alright then, let's ask Mr. Gourmet to start judging. Now we'll begin the cooking contest. When I call your name, please step up. The first contestant, Flora. Well, Karen isn't in this contest. I think she got tired of being told she sucks. I say it's average. I can't really tell if this raisin bread is good or bad. Interesting flavor. Well, at least it wasn't fish. Well, I don't think it could. No, it could be fish. Next, Anne. What is that? Bamboo. Good. This is very delicious. You can really taste the good aroma of the bamboo shoot. It is bamboo. Okay. Next, Celia. Good. Oh, this is delicious. The presentation is beautiful and the fish are very fresh. Next, Ruby. Good. Delicious. This chirashi is full of fantastic ingredients. It makes me feel special. Okay, so see, like, she made the chirashi, which was one of the things that you can... is one of the suggested recipes. Next, Karen. Which means I might lose, but I think with how much stuff the eel leaves gives... Oh, never mind. I guess that is Karen. Just a rice bowl? Oh. Okay. And finally, Nick. This is exceptional. Yeah, okay, wait. It's so tasty that I'm at a loss for words. No ordinary chef can cook something like this. I'm extremely surprised. It's made of a lot of burnt dishes. Now, Mr. Gourmet has finished testing all the entries. Thank you, Mr. Gourmet. Please wait for a moment until we announce the winner. It's time to find out who the winner is this year. Step up when I call your name. The winner is... Nick! It was truly delicious. I congratulate you from the bottom of my heart. It was a lot of fun. Now back to work to bring my animals inside. Where'd the dog at? Where the horse at? Yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that I already made those eel leaves. I definitely don't remember that I didn't use them for the event. I just needed them. But I'm glad that that was what I needed for the cooking festival, because then I had to do no effort. No effort. And at least we have saved up weeds this time around. We've saved up weeds so we don't waste ingredients on burning dishes. Okay, well, that's it for this part. We won the cooking festival again. The only one... I think technically I didn't do the cooking festival for the first 2 years just because of how difficult it is to get started and try to get everything to the point where you can make good dishes. I think I would like to do 2 more cooking festivals and then not worry about it, because at that point I think we would have won all of the ones. All of them at that point. I'm not entirely sure. And I don't think that there's a way to check what you've won. I don't think there is. I mean, I can see what I've won, what my animals have won, but I don't think I can see which cooking festivals I've won, so... Well, I guess I can kind of see, based on what recipes I have. Hold on. Hold on, bring it back! Maybe? Fucking Christ. or whatever. Bring it back. Cooking. No, not cooking. Festivals. Spring. Okay, frying pan. I don't know which one it would be. I have grilled fish, dry curry. It'd be funny if I ended... Okay, so I haven't one on the frying pan. Hot dish. I have marmalade. I made cheese fondue, but I think that was more for... And I've made curry noodles. I think that was all made for people, though. And noodles. I feel like that was all made for people. But there's a possibility that I have one with the pots. Maybe. But again, I've had to make all this stuff that's listed as being able to win for other things. So the pot's up in the air. Just depends on which one it would have been. Oven? Mixer, I guess, is technically next. Mixer. I'm, like, pretty sure we won with the mixer. Because I think that's the one I was like, I think... Mixed latte? Yeah. That's the one that we definitely won. So I think it's the frying pan and the pot dish that I have not done. So yeah, 2 more years of the cooking festival, and then we'll probably be done. But other than that, I don't remember if I saved. Thank you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this part. I will be back at the beginning of summer when we are planting more seeds to get... Because, like I said, we definitely need to do the pineapples. I don't remember if there was anything else that we really needed to plant for getting seeds up to level 4. I don't remember if there was anything else outside of the pineapple. And we don't need to worry about setting out that. And the summer, I keep closing out this thing, and I need it. Every damn time, I'm like, I'm done! Nope, I need it, because I don't remember which festivals are which. Beach opening day, don't care. Chicken festival's on the 7th. They can be disappointed by the chicken festival on the 7th. So yes, I will, we'll aim for the chicken festival as the main bulk of the next part. So if you guys want to see me still lose at a chicken festival, that'll be next week. Thank you guys for all your support on the videos. Whether it's been liking, commenting, sharing, or subscribing. I appreciate you guys very much. Love you guys. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next part. Bye.